All right, guys, we are going to be working on math lesson 12-4. Don't forget, if you haven't done your digital quick checks, to get those done. Also, I did grade all of your writing tests. So all of your writing test scores are now in. There are a few of you guys who skipped your writing. So please make sure and you go back and do those. I will be talking to you guys individually about that. All right, we got lesson 12-4. Wholes and equal parts. So go ahead and you can get out your math book while I get this set up.
Look at the first circle. Are these parts equal? Yes, there are two equal parts. These are halves. Are the parts equal in the next circle?
So when I say equal, think of it this way. Let's say that you are going to share this pizza. You're going to share this pizza with someone else and you guys wanted equal parts. You guys wanted to have the same piece. This one is equal. However, let's say that you give this piece to your friend and you take this piece. Are these equal?
No.
No.
No, there are unequal parts. Why are the parts in this circle unequal? These are unequal because each side is a different size. They are not halves. Look at the first circle. How many equal parts are there? There are 3 equal parts. These are thirds. Tell about the parts in the next circle. There are unequal parts. They are not thirds.
Now look how much
Look at the
bigger
first
that one was
rectangle.
than the other one.
How many parts are there?
How many parts are here?
4.
4. Very good.
There are 4 equal parts. These are fourths. How many lines are splitting the first rectangle?
How many lines? Like, so let's say this is a chocolate bar.
What? 1.
Okay, okay, so let's say this is a chocolate bar, okay? And you want to cut this chocolate bar into pieces so that you can share with your friends. How many cuts would you need to make in this chocolate bar to share with 4 friends?
3.
3. You would
3.
cut right here, and right here. By cutting it 3 times, this chocolate bar, it gives you 4 pieces.
There are 3 lines. So the number of lines splitting the shapes is not always the same as the number of parts that are made. Are the parts in the next rectangle equal?
So what they were saying right now is, so cutting it 3 times, it gives you 4 parts. So for like a shape like this, like a rectangle, cutting it 3 times will give you 4 parts.
No, there are unequal parts. So they are not fourths.
Look at how much bigger this
one is than the other. You can show equal parts in different ways.
To broadcast on your home devices,
These all show 4 fourths.
All right, let's go ahead and look at our reteaching and our practice, and then we're going to do our digital quick check. Equal parts are the same shape and size. So this one right here, this like square, imagine this as like, I guess, a chocolate bar. If you cut it in half, they would be considered halves, and there's 2 equal parts. Here's a circle. Think of this as like a pizza. and you're sharing it with 3 people. So you're going to cut it into thirds and you'll have 3 equal parts. Here is another chocolate bar and you want to share it with 4 people. So you cut it into fourths and you have 4 equal parts. Okay, now let's look at questions 1 through 7. How many equal parts? Write the number of parts, circle halves, thirds, or fourths. So, how many parts are there here in number 1?
3.
3.
Very good, 3. So would that be halves, thirds, or fourths?
Thirds.
Thirds.
Very good. Okay, number 2, how many equal parts are there?
2.
2.
2. 1, 2. So is that halves, thirds, or fourths?
Halves.
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 Number
Halves.
3, how many equal parts are there?
4.
4. So was that halves, thirds, or fourths?
Fourths. Fourths.
Number 4, how many equal parts?
Halves.
Halves. So that would be 2.
Halves.
What about number 5?
Thirds.
Thirds. Thirds.
What about number 6?
Fourths.
Ooh,
0.
0.
0. 0.
So you're going to cross this out. That is not equal parts. Look at that one. Look at how much smaller that one is to that one. This one is much bigger. And then even these ones, this one, it's a little bit bigger than that smallest piece. And then this bigger piece is a little bit smaller than the red one. So yeah, that one absolutely does not have equal parts.
Ooh, I love yellow with green.
So draw lines to show equal parts. So show 2 equal parts. So I'm going to draw it right down the middle. You can, oh, that's not really down the middle. Let me try again. It's a little bit better. I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to do that again. Is there another way that you can show equal parts?
Yes.
Yes, you could go sideways as well. So I'm going to show you guys. You can also go across, and that would also be equal parts. So there's my circle. For my square, again, I could go across. For my rectangle, again, I could go across. So whichever way you want, you're just cutting one line. You're making one slice. And by making one slice, you have cut it now into 2 parts. 2 equal parts are considered halves. Write this down. I'm going to give you guys a minute. I'll put it in the chat and then I'm going to move on. Number 1 is 3/3. Number 2 is 2 halves. Number 3 is 4/4. Number 4 is 2 halves. Number 5 is 3/3. Oops, I didn't circle number 3 either. Or number 5, sorry. Number 6 is not equal. You're going to exit out. And then number 7, you just cut it in half. All right, guys. If you need more time, the answers are in the chat. What you can also do is you can watch this video later. It will be posted on YouTube. You can get to it by going to your student copy of your weekly schedule. All right, let's look at your practice now. And then after we do the practice, we're going to do our digital quick check. Okay, write the number of equal parts, circle equal or unequal. Okay, so here we go. Number 1. Are these two parts equal or unequal?
Equal.
Equal. Very good. There's two of them. Okay, here we have 1, 2, 3. There's 3 parts. So we cut this into 3 slices, but are they equal or unequal?
Unequal.
Unequal. Can you imagine if you cut that like little tiny piece for your friend and you gave yourself that third piece? Your friend would be like, what? Your piece is so much bigger than mine. Okay, draw a line or lines to show equal parts. So we're going to do fourths. How many slices do I need to cut this chocolate bar into to get to 4?
4.
Times? Think about it. How many times am I going to slice it?
3.
1, 2.
2.
Cut it 2 times because look, that made fourths. There's 4 slices now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what about thirds? I want to cut this chocolate bar into thirds. How many times do I have to slice with my knife?
3.
3.
2.
1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. I did 3 like you guys told me to, but look what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's too many.
You need
Try
2.
again.
2.
2. 1, 2. Okay. You need to cut it into thirds. Now, I know that it's not perfect. Just try to do it as best as you can. Sammy has a paper rectangle, which shows how she could cut it into halves. And we want those to be equal. Which is the only one that has equal parts? D. Very good. Okay, circle yes or no. Can the heart be divided into 2 equal parts?
Yes.
Yes. You got it. What if you did it down the middle like this? Across. What if I did it like this? Would that be equal parts?
Yes.
No, it would not be. If you guys ever had a heart and you folded it that way, it would not fold into each other. You would not be able to stack them up. The only way that you would be able to do that is if you cut it down the middle straight down. All right, I'm going to put the answers in the chat for you guys, and then we're going to move on. So number 1 is 2 equal. Number 2 is 3 unequal. Number 3, you have to do 2 lines, 2 slices. I'm going to call it 2 slices. Number 4, you got to do two slices as well. Number 5, the answer is D. And number 6, the answer is yes. So you'll notice that you actually did 2 slices to make fourths and 2 slices to make thirds. The reason being is this fourths, you actually went across. Do you see how these lines, they like passy through each other? These ones don't. Because you just put them straight down, they only made 3 cuts instead of 4. Okay, all the answers are in the chat. What we're going to do now is we are going to work on your digital quick check, your 12-4 digital quick check. So let me go ahead and assign it. Let's review it, and then you guys can get started on it. Here we go. Okay, which shows equal parts? A, B, C, or D? Which one is equal?
D.
You would want to share that pizza together equally. Okay, which of these are equal parts in thirds? A, B, C, or D? Into thirds. Thirds, because there's 3 slices. 1, 2, 3. D. Very good.
D.
Number 4.
Which shows equal parts? Fourths.
Okay, which of these shows fourths? So there needs to be 4 equal pieces.
C. D. C.
Next question. Which shows halves?
A.
A.
And then last one, which shows thirds?
B, C.
See how you guys did. Great work, guys. All right, that's what you guys are going to work on. Once you do this, you're going to do your 5 minutes of BTBF. If you didn't finish your 5 things earlier, make sure you do that as well.